Hello, it's me. I'm late. I'm sorry. I've been doing lots of stuff and sleeping in. Might be more the fault of the first one than the rest. Is this light too harsh? It's the sun, so it's fairly harsh, but is it too harsh? Whatever, I'll worry about that later. I need a proper light. You can probably get one of those decent ones for fairly cheap, as long as one of those ring ones. Right, what do we do here again? Maps. A reset button per round, that's what we're looking at. Yes, hammer. That is a nice drippy effect, I like that. Steam. Counter-Strike. It's called rotator tests for some reason, even though the map name over there is about a button. Don't ask me. I probably also could have taken a second to get everything evened out. Also, the message is going to be disappearing. I should change that now before I forget. Where do I change that? This one. Always show messages. There, great, fixed. That's the problem. For some reason, in this Streamlabs OBS, possibly all OBSs, I don't really know, I can have two different chat box items, but for some reason they always use the same properties, which is a real pain in the ass because it means I can't set up one for this and also one for a full screen window without having to change it every time. It's irritating, and I've never been able to find a good solution that works for both. Rotator tests. Everything's working, right? Yes. 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 I hope so. I feel very out of it this morning. That might be apparent.
Okay, let's go.
You know, for just a box that you're testing stuff in, I kind of like this one. I don't know what these textures are, but I like them. Interesting. I could have read the description of what's actually supposed to be happening here, but I didn't do that. And it resets at the end of the round. I think that's what they're supposed to be doing. I don't even know what this button does. Nothing works. That's why it's a problem map. Okay. Seattle dust. Curious. Where is it? Guess this is a dust. This appears to be some kind of team logo, so I'm sure this is legal. Strider, I can do you one better. I haven't checked my turnip prices in like a month. Yeah. Seattle dust. See these things? They make it hard to type. So is this video already written off as far as the audio is going in this section? I'm guessing yes. Oh god. People be insisting on using copyrighted music. It makes my job difficult. Like, why does this map exist? Also, it said dust? I'm not... There's some vague... This isn't actually the map dust though, is it? It's just because it's dust styled. These arches look kind of dusty. What? Who did this? Why did they do this? I'm gonna stop playing this because A, we've seen everything. B, I'd like to keep this section with this music playing as short as possible. Because if I have to edit music out or mute sections, most of the time it's been a problem. It's only been just copyright claims, which means that basically bullshit I don't have to worry about really. There might be ads on the video or something. Which doesn't matter because I don't get paid anyway. But there has been precisely one instance so far where music has had the audio muted because it was in there. It was Supersonic. She did that. Dodd Seattle. Okay. Alright. I'm obligated. I think I know what this is gonna be. Unless I just skip it because how different could this be? This is what I do. Why is a good question. We haven't had a Dodd map in a long time, to be fair. Strider, I'm going to look at it. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. This isn't going to be at all congruous with the feel of, or the themes of WW2, is it? This is going to be completely...
Here we go, beast mode. This is the moment.
Is this a different song?
And we Super Bowl, and so we throw our hands up.
God,
like
fuck
the
off.
like the Skittles are flowing. Here we go, beast mode. This is the moment. Tonight is the night.
I hope there's no reason for me to recognize any music. I don't know what we're going to bump into looking at these maps. Also, I turned on some kind of overview somehow. This is the same map, except for some reason it's got a different song and... Skittles? We've seen this already. Pebs, I just assume that it's all licensed. I don't have a button to just kill the audio. I should. That's actually a good idea, but it might be fine. It might just be a claim. Hopefully. Dodd dust off. Okay, right? We're sticking with this person. Who are you? What did you do anything else? Did 4 maps. This is the 3rd of them. Yeah, but if I want to mute it, then I have to go in and edit things. I've set up this entire pipeline, so I have to edit as little as possible. Because, I mean, it's not so bad now, but when I used to have a more shit editing program and it took forever to do even the slightest things. So I probably should do that. But also, what if I left it in there anyway? Dod dust off. Right. Presumably this one will be less silly than the other two. But it is by the same person. And thus I have a sneaking suspicion there's going to be another licensed music. Okay, that's promising. I don't hear anything. This really, really looks like the exact same map though. Just with a different theme. Yeah, we didn't have enough dust in Counter-Strike. Let's export it to other games. How many dust maps are there for Half-Life? I'm guessing more than 5. This is the same map. It's the same map. I don't need to look at it any further. We've seen it. How dare you suggest such things, Strider? Shush. Gunman. I still haven't played that. Maybe that... I don't even know what these things are. Honestly. Gunman Chronicles, that could be about anything. I wouldn't know. That's how limited my knowledge is. Vaguely understand that They Hunger is about, like, zombies or something, but then you could gather that from the name alone, so... Alright, where are we with this one? This one. That had a... Don't like that. Dev trunk test. What is... That's not even what that says. Oh, it does say trunk. 4-wheel trunk cart example? I want the description so I can see what this map's actually about. One of these liquid load-wheeled trucks are opening with difficult. Instead of opening to up, it's opening to the sides. Did you set the angle on the door? That would be my... Oh, it's rotating, so did you set the axes correctly? Like, I've always heard names like this, like Gunman Chronicles and USS Darkstar and As You Sheep and Oak, whatever that other one was called. But I've never actually sat down and played them. A couple I may have done in Svencorp, but I don't know how genuine an experience that is. Where is the map in this map? There it is. Aren't these just dumpsters? This doesn't look like this would have been a hard problem to solve. And it's not my job to solve it, I just have to look at it. Okay. Oh. Penguin Boy, was this one of the ones we played? In Svencorp, rather? RP Exodus for Gmod. I think this was on the workshop, so it would not be in the folder. Twas. I think it was that one and They Hunger that we did. But also I'm pretty sure at least one of those... I could be wrong, but didn't one or both of those have multiple endings? And in Sven, it forced you to go to a specific ending? Am I remembering that right? This is also vague. It was ages ago. Even so, I'd like to stream them. I am making an effort for right now to edit, in particular, the streams of mods down to a more consumable form. Unfortunately, as I'm just quickly discovering, that takes a really fucking long time to actually do. So I'm going to try and get those up when I can. I'll try and stick with that, but I make no promises on the long term. What were we doing? RP Exodus. I assume RP maps just like big with a bunch of stuff and basically open-ended maps. We really haven't seen many of these in here. Strider, I'm going to have to ask you to never say that again. That's a bad sentence and you know it. Abby, I want to know what your workflow is for adding those subtitles in your videos, because I'm trying to do that and it seems like I don't remember what you use, but it seems like it takes me a long fucking time. This map crashed. Went ahead and crashed my Gary's Mod. I feel like we haven't had a Gary's Mod map work for a while. So I'm going to, just in case, open up standard Gary's Mod map. And then I'll open that map up again, and if it crashes again, I won't bother, because it takes me long enough to go through this stuff when everything works, let alone when there's... I can't do troubleshooting for other maps as well. Right, yes. Okay, I get this. I understand. That didn't work. Maybe I need to verify my Gary's mod. Which makes me wonder how many of those maps on the last stream also might have worked. This could be a problem on my end. I'll come back to that. I can't look it up now. These things are short enough as they are. Xmas Tree Mini Comp 2014. That one. I gotta say these are good for pointing. I feel very pointy. Xmas Tree Base, Xmas Tree CT, also a sound folder. I'm in the wrong thing. I need to be in Valve, I assume. Except these maps aren't in the maps folder? What are you doing, Captain Terror? Come on. Xmas Tree Base, Xmas Tree CT. I think I loaded this up. When it was uploaded, I mean. Thought, yeah, I'll make a Christmas tree. I don't think I ever actually did. Apologies if I type like crap though. Again, it's... Did I put the underscore in the wrong place? I did. That's not a Christmas tree. This is a Christmas tree. With a gun, I guess. I wonder how licensed this is as well. It's gonna be a good one if all of this stuff is Another Christmas tree one, presumably working off of the same base. Oh right, this one was a broken link. I don't know why it would be a broken link. It shouldn't have been that big that it was hosted externally anyway, but it is and I couldn't find it, so sorry TWOB. Right, a map with an somewhat unfortunate name would have been my submission to Destructification had I been mapping at the time. Okay. Read me. I will read me. This says more or less the same thing. I didn't need to read me. Yes, thank you for illustrating, Abby.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV protective
Okay, what I remember of the...
for use in hazardous
I'm never ready for music.
conditions.
From what I remember of the Destructification map, this sure seems like that. What? Why is there an explosion here? A little hot explosion that doesn't stop exploding? That's not going anywhere? That's... okay.
Power 15%.
So for those of you who possibly may not be in the know, Destructification was working off a base map. Basically take this base map and wreck it, or give it a theme where it's being destroyed or something. And it produced some of the more notable results of the competition, I think. That one with the orb was... that would have been a hell of a lot of entity whack. This is just a late entry, Pets. We've already seen all of the rest of the maps.
Lacerations detected.
Of course, it doesn't actually go anywhere because it wasn't a huge base map. You could have, like, had the pipe break slightly when you... Yeah. I think this is more or less the extent of the base map though, so I don't think there's anything else to this.
Warning, flooding detected on sub-level 3, sector B.
Did the Vox just say there was a warning detected? Is this the warning? Did someone write that this was going to happen? Never mind. Such a, if I may say, grand name for just a little base map. Grand is absolutely the wrong word. Okay, now here we have a string of 3 Portal 2 maps. So I know everyone loves to watch me do Portal maps. We'll see how well this goes. I hope my stream can handle Portal 2. I know it's been having trouble. Bye everyone. You can just come back in like 20 minutes. I'll be done with the portal. Hopefully. No, cat. It's a kitty. It's a fluff. I know you didn't ask to be on stream, but okay. Okay. What were we after? Community test chambers, which I'm sure I clicked on. Presumably single player ones. Cat's gonna stick around. I leave the doors open purely just so the cat can wander in and I can at some point opportunistically grab it and put it on stream. Everyone loves cats, especially the people who say they don't. That's my position on the subject. There'd not be more. Okay, we rode up a fancy lift. Somewhat fancy lift to a room with pipes. It's been a while since I played Portal 2, I'll admit. Oh. Why are you looking at me? Don't look at me. Stop looking at me. Frame rate seems poor. I'll bet it is. Hang on, I'll try and turn down some stuff, but as we've seen, I don't know that I can actually do a whole lot about it. I'll just turn anti-aliasing off. And everything else down. Yeah, I don't need to see just let me press the buttons. Why do you why does it show a thing of... I guess I'll leave that one. I do what I can. I've been having this trouble lately. My computer needs an upgrade. I am not in a position to give it an upgrade. As much as I would love to. Should I have a portal gun or am I gonna get that? Must you turn the chair with you? Are you part of the chair? I think the turrets are chairs.
I get some bullets here. Anybody got bullets? Well, can't win them all.
Can I go? Thank you. Robot person. Okay, that's also not how mirrors work. I'm gonna say. Shouldn't the door be over there? Oh, and also if I look away, it disappears. That's... I think there was a turret on that toilet. The mirrors still don't work. Okay. Let's see where this is going. I don't know how long these are. I think it would have to be a single map, right? So far this has all been flavour.
Hi there. What are you doing? No.
Okay, don't panic. I can still stop it. Not a problem.
Someone played the beginning of Half-Life. Oh, and brought in some boxes from Half-Life.
Ha! It bloody worked! I hacked it, probably hacked.
Remember all those classic lines from
True.
Portal 2?
I'll go true.
If this is just a showcase of that,
What are you doing?
give me the gun. They're not gonna give me the gun. Is this going somewhere? Is there an actual puzzle at some point?
Hello? Okay, here's a good idea. You should definitely press that button.
Trying to press the button.
Power up initiated.
I have no idea what's happening.
Power up complete.
Here we go!
Warning. Reactor core is at critical.
Oh no! No, 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 no! Oh no, 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 no!
Right, I caused another resonance cascade. This happens every Monday. To be continued. Nothing happened. There wasn't any plot there. Stuff went bad. That is all I learned. I'm not rating. Okay, next test chain, but that doesn't just pull up another one, does it? Oh, it has these sequenced. I can just hit next and it'll go to the next map. That's brilliant.
Explosion imminent. Evacuate the facility immediately.
I'll think about it. Don't tell me what to do. Do you ever have to crouch in Portal? This really seems to be going through the... Oh. Whoops. Really seems to be going through the Half-Life steps, even with the laser.
Explosion imminent. Evacuate the facility
I didn't mean to walk into the laser there. Again, I'm gonna blame these. I'm allowed to blame them on literally everything on them. That's how this works. Where's the gun? What about the gun? There was a portal gun. Where does this vent go? Okay, great. Do I care about you? When is this ever... You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. I can do portal things now. Nope. I can't go to the toilet anymore. I can, but it'll be warm. Why isn't that Chell anyway? Should it not be? Yeah, buddy, I've done puzzles before.
Warning. Core overheating. Nuclear meltdown imminent.
Oh, is this a thing in Portal 2? I don't remember that at all. Something you can't move through, but you can shoot a portal through? Why did I even come in today? I came in, pressed a button, everything went to hell, and now I'm just leaving again. This is where I started. This wasn't what I was expecting when we had a string of Portal 2 maps, I'm not gonna lie. This is... Okay, this is going along at a pace. Toy Part 3. This could go anywhere after this. These are all uploaded at around the same time, so it's not going to be... It's going to be more or less around the same, let's say, skill level of people making a portal map. Ow. I could shoot a laser through there for no reason. Shoot a laser through here for no reason. Come on. This helpful? Right, I'm missing something. Laser here. That's... Well, sort of, but... Do I have to... I want it the other side. Do I have to jump down and do it from there? Portals are silly. Who invented these things? Wait, what? Why did it stop? Oh, that's just annoying. That's not fun. Ow, ow. And then I suppose still a little one of these.
Quick, what's the situation? Oh, hey, hiya, pretty lady. Name's Rick. So you out having yourself a little adventure?
Can I go?
Did you hear that? I think something just exploded. Man, we are in a lot of danger. This is like Christmas. No, it's better than Christmas. This should be its own holiday. Explosion Day.
Thank you for letting me go. Strange cube man. Cool man. Oh, did you fix that to him? Okay, I guess I can go back to that then. Oh no, you're back. Please, just
I'm an adventure sphere.
Just let me go.
Why don't you go ahead
Don't
and
like
have
you.
yourself a little lady break, and I'll just take it from here. Here,
Oh,
stand behind
thank
me.
you.
Yeah, just like that. Just like you're doing. Things are about to get real messy.
Uh-oh, plot. You just know at some point this is going to end abruptly and then that's it. And there will be no closure, there will be no resolution. This seems exactly like one of those series of maps that's going to go that way. Maybe I'm being pessimistic, but we'll see. Why'd you put a light here? Come on, level design. Even I know that. Can I go through here? This relevant? Can't shoot through glass. Oh, that's not a thing. Can't fool me. So clearly I need to interact with it in some way. Oh. Okay, what if I don't get shot a bunch? What am I trying to do? Oh, also this can't see through portals. That's convenient. You know, that thing that they established in the first game that they can do? In general? What am I doing? You put a portal up there, but why? Trying to get you to shoot something? I don't think I could if I tried. There's a conspicuous wire over there. Amazingly, that wasn't the solution, getting shot a lot. Let's try the door again. Let me access the surface. That's... Wait, access is spelled wrong. No wonder the door doesn't work. Does anyone have any... Oh, wait. Did I not even try that? God damn it. Don't like that. Granted, that's mostly on me, but... I don't remember those buttons being a thing. Is that it? Did I just escape? Can I take this AMZ truck somewhere? Apparently that's an explosive. Oh, and it also teleported me slightly. But then we are playing Portal. Bird is unhappy. So let's recap what's happened so far. I presumably got to work. I pressed a button. Everything blew up. I went back the way I came. I went through one puzzle and then wound up elsewhere, and I got to the surface and there's a rocket.
Space, space. I'm gonna go to space. Space, yes, please, space, space, space. Go to space.
I'd like to fire the rocket.
Hello? I'm scared.
Or maybe I'll just keep going. No, oh, all of a sudden this door doesn't work. Or the door does work. To be continued. No, it won't. That was the employee. Glad I could share that with everyone. I'm going to check if there were more, but I don't think there was. I said Dr. Orange did do a lot of maps, so. Nope, that's seems to be where it ends. Never mind. DE Market CSGO. It's on the Steam Workshop, is it? Okay, let's say I've already got that downloaded. CSGO also good for my PC. Oh, remind me to play that map 12 as well. I don't want to miss it if all of a sudden it's fixed. That's the thing, sometimes some of these links get fixed literally while I'm streaming, and that messes with my workflow the tiniest bit, but it's fine. I'd rather the maps be there and available than not. Herbie, how did you write hamburger if you've got a hammer? Also, I'm inching closer and closer to just ditching the whole outside, including the whiteboard, and just having, you know, that, this, and this disappearing. Workshop maps. What was it? Market. This one. Casual. Yes, sure, please. Why not? All the bots might be in there anyway. What's everyone up to today? I don't have much on the docket other than what you see here. Probably edit that stream some more. I'm not going to do it for streams like this because as far as I'm concerned, this is one whole product anyway. You see the whole process. Which is probably a silly approach, but it does mean less work for me, so I'm all about that. What? Ick. There we go. All of a sudden, I'm free to pursue my wildest dreams. Like playing basketball in this tiny strip of uneven land. How unfortunate. I'm surprised you haven't finished Subnautica yet, Irby. I feel like you've been at that for a while. Unless this is another playthrough. I feel like the scale on everything in this map feels a little too big. Is that just me? I feel like there's a lot of open space that doesn't feel like it should be there. So some of these roofs have written. Who spray painted that chicken there? Whose priority was that? It's also very quiet. This could do with a little ambience. I get it, it's Counter-Strike. You'd be listening to guns and stuff if you were playing a proper game, but just something. It feels very lifeless like this. Oh, don't put a ladder there if I can't use. That's just mean. Mean is what that is. Yeah, I think it just needed a little more, like maybe scale stuff down just a little. Give it some more varied lighting. I know it's outside and there's only so much you can do with that, but it could still have some highlights. And air means that was the other one. Let's give it some life. This map, yes, okay. For context, this is my map. I made this map out of pure frustration with someone in the forums who was determined to get this shit wrong. Like, even after it was explained and demonstrated. When I was downloading these maps in advance, I did in fact put the context on this page, so if you find this, you'll be able to see why I was getting pissed off. I may have been a little more annoyed than it was justified, but at the time, I couldn't actually remember who I was getting pissed off at. As it turns out, it was Dr. Orange. It's not going to be an interesting map to look at in this context. Now, that's not an interesting map to look at in any context, really. But it is an example. Map. I'm so focused on trying to type with these that I forget what I'm doing. I am getting better at that though. I can sort of type without having to like actually type with the nails. So yeah, it's not going to be an interesting map to look at, but basically this is just an example of how models are lit by the floor that's directly underneath them as opposed to any direct concerns with the lights. Which is why this scientist is pitch black and this scientist is lit up, because this one's slightly further out, so he's over the ledge. That is all it was. I think there's also a faint light up here, just
look at that.
Because that was also some confusion going around. That's all. DE Vanguard. Cafe First Post and Cafe Vanguard are located in the same building in a historic part of the city. Terrorists have placed 2 bombs in the guy. Is that how you spell guys? It doesn't look right, but guys of suitcases. This was done while masquerading as pub-hopping gentlemen. The counter-terrorist, the one counter-terrorist, got wind of this and came to disarm the bombs. This is the last try of the terrorists to blow up the whole place to Kingdom Come. Why are they trying? Never mind, it doesn't matter. It really, in actuality, super does not matter. I just like to plot holes. I like plot holes. D Vanguard, where are we? Folders within folders within folders, I get it. I really have to clean up all these mod folders at some point. I have too many. It takes forever to go through them. An item in my inventory. Great, I love it. I don't know, Webby. Look, he definitely got. I assume I say that they definitely got better at mapping, but for some reason they were just determined. Like, had this idea stuck in their head, and no matter how much it was explained and demonstrated, he just wouldn't accept it. Saying, no, entities are lit by the closest light entity, and we just kept saying, no, that's not how it is. And they just ignore it. And continue on as though no one had said anything. Getting worked up about this again. It was years ago, and it was a silly conversation then. I just didn't understand why they were having so much trouble with the concept. That map was not my first attempt to explain it. Okay, it is lightly snowing. They gated off this section for some reason. No. I like to think about the logic behind the designs. Like, realistically. And I don't really know why these sections be just gated off, but it's not out of the question. Why are there vending machines in this cafe? Is that a thing? I've never seen a vending machine in any cafe I've gone into. Kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Welcome to the Gentleman's Club. Club doesn't have a capital C. The Gentleman's though, that's fine. I'll admit, these seats look comfortable. I would sit in these seats. Though another thing that doesn't quite make sense about this lore is... Plot clearly said that they already placed the bombs. This is a bomb. Why do I have to put another bomb down? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Nope, that's not stairs. Where was I thinking? There were stairs here somewhere. I want to find the stairs. Why is that doorway there? Whoops. I didn't actually mean to jump out of that. I'm gonna blame the claws again. You can get used to that. I think we've seen most of what this has to offer anyway. I think there was another doorway that you couldn't actually go through. This one. Why even put a doorway there if you're not going to put a room there? Nightly Assault Source? Okay, so the implication is that this is a source version, a source port of a gold source map made for a competition that happened like years prior. Okay, sure, why not? I don't know that... Wait, is this for Half-Life Source? This is for Half-Life Source, isn't it? Is this like the first map we'll ever open up in Half-Life Source? Is this the only map we'll open up in Half-Life Source? Where is it? Gotta be in here somewhere. It's not going to say it in the README. No, it does say it. I apologize. I take it back. Half-Life 1 Source Deathmatch. Where is Half-Life Source? Here, I guess. I didn't realize that Half-Life Source was under the Half-Life 2 banner. Playtime in Half-Life Source, 1 minute. Oh, and because the resolution's all wrong, so I have to fix everything. Bear with me. Also, I never said hello to Luna, who I saw in the chat for the first time now, I think. Hello, Luna. It's good to see you. Resolution is fixed. Okay, there. And I can't read the chat, but I can come back to that.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV
Oh boy, Half-Life Source.
for use in hazardous environments.
Why does everything look so much shitter in this? How does that even work? As far as I can tell, this is supposed to be damn near a direct port. Why are the textures so grungy? This is upsetting me. Bang bang. Oh, no, that one only happens once. Oh boy.
I don't want to die.
And run. Ugh. Ugh. What settings would I, look, I'm not going back into the settings to fix it now because, let's face it, I've done like 120 streams or so and have played one Half-Life Source map. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem. Right, the Christmas map. I didn't play the Christmas map. I'm going to go back to that. Where was that? This one. Did I open that just now? I definitely pressed middle click. I didn't press it. While that downloads, put it over here. We'll play Fallout. Oh wait, I don't own Fallout. That's a little joke. Abby, I'm curious, since you're a self-described Fallout fan, yes? Did you play the originals? Like 1 and 2? I haven't, but I would imagine they're a fairly different deal. Map is called Fallout. Fallout is an optimization mapping project for Gold Source. The goal is to create a level free of any additional surface splitting by planes. Therefore, a flat surface equal or less to 240 by 240 units should not have more than one polygon. Okay. This is under Counter-Strike, but some of that implied otherwise. Let's boot it up. Wait, just put it in Counter-Strike. I can't open it in Half-Life. Come on. I'm good at this. You can tell I've been doing this for years. Nope, that's not what I wanted. What was the map called again? Fallout. 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 That one. It is a lot of streams, yes. Fallout, the no slice only dice project. Okay. How's this water flowing so weird? I like it. Gotta say, there's some atmosphere going on in here already. Ooh. Can't wait to see what's going on up there. I always like a nice light bridge. Judging by what I'm looking at here, it's two different scrolling textures going in opposite directions. Oh, whoops. Press the wrong button. Tunnels. I want to get outside though. I want to see what's... There's all sorts of interesting looking stuff up there, but I've got to get up there. I don't actually know how to get up there. You have to be able to, surely. Maybe that teleporter is a... Green means an exit, but what if it's an entrance? Okay, never mind. That's not what that is. And nothing down on this lower level? There has to be some other way up there. Surely. Maybe I have to go CT. I will if I have to. Pipes, maybe? I'm thinking I might have to go CT to go up there. Oh. Never mind, that's pretty neat. How are they doing that? Is Sparks moving along with a sprite by the looks? Along this jittery laser which has, I guess, some fancy scrolling textures above it. This is a very nice effect. Also like this subtle orange highlights. That's pretty cool. That's fancy in a way that you don't necessarily see gold cells get a lot of the time. I like those power lines too. Lots of detail in those. Also note this red thing out there is definitely moving with things, so that is brushwork up there. And also there appear to be clouds in front of it. Which is, if that's the case, that's some real attention and detail that is not usual, I'll say. I kind of want a no clip. What if I restart and go spectator? All Out was the name of this one done. Spectate. Like there might be more of the map that I didn't see too. I just want to see what's going on up here in the sky. Get a better view of it. Definitely like a cloudy texture here. Which is doing a lot of work. Ooh. And tanks move along the bridge. They don't look so good from this angle, but if you're down here. I got distracted by the sky. It could be a giant model. Wow, and is the sky a sphere? It's a giant rotating sphere as the sky also. It's sort of more background, cloudy stuff. Wow. I don't know that I've seen that before. Also, this is rotating. It's not obvious from down on the ground, but... Someone say there was a giant globe. Cool glowing globe. That. Wish I could move around a little bit faster and spectate. Watery texture floor with bubbles. Just straight up a Stargate. That's... I wish I could punch out of spectate and see what that does, but not gonna happen. Of course that red thing goes all the way under the ground as well because it's a giant cylinder. Someone said cool glowing globe, but I don't see a cool glowing globe. Other room somewhere. Through here perhaps? Nope. I guess that's a model. Underground cool glowing globe. I wish I could see all the rooms reliably. This is pretty stylish. I don't see any cool glowing globes. I think you might be lying. I'm gonna punch out the map. I'll take your word for it. How about that? Alright, how long have we been going for? An hour. Okay, great. We're doing better with time than I thought we were. Oh right, it'd be in downloads, wouldn't it? Because I just got it. Here, throw that in there. I hope I didn't just put it in as something else. I don't remember what it was called just now. Oh, vault number. I think I put it in something. Let's open up downloads again. Do it more carefully this time. That may or may not be interesting later. Right, read me. It's a Christmas tree. Ode to joy taken from a YouTube video. Great. Great, 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 great. Why not? Xmas tree TJB. A link to what, Don? Anyone could theoretically put a link there, but depends what it is. Proof of a globe? I mean, do what you must. It's possible that Twitch automatically gets rid of links, though. If those stars were supposed to be a link. Maybe throw it throw it at me on Discord, I'll bring it up. How about that? What map were we doing? Xmas Street TJB, that's that one. Map. Xmas TJB. Public domain-ish. Okay. Now I have a machine gun, ho ho ho. Yes. Appropriate, I suppose. I'm curious, is this anything like the actual DVD, or did you just mock this up based on what what it would probably look like? Like this little furnace. Oh, it's hot. I can't go anywhere else, can I? This is it. Okay. Alright, did I have something thrown at me on Discord? I did. Wait, shouldn't that globe have been in the middle where those bridges were then? I assume you all can see this. That sure looks like the Sky Bridges room. That's a weird looking thing. Maybe there was a model missing or something. It's possible. I'm going off what's the vault. That's all I can do. That's not true. I could do more. 12 absent men. No. For the record, that was the beta 3 of 12 absent men, which we already did because for some reason it's in the vault twice. So we don't. By skipping it, I'm not actually skipping anything. No, I'm not playing it. Right, DE Subsanctum. I remember this one because I signed up to help up with this map and then I did shit all and they tried to credit me and I refused. I guess I had other obligations. So that's probably a cop-out. Knowing me, I just thought, oh, this is a good idea, I should do this, and then, as you do, all of a sudden not want a map at all, ever. I don't remember if I ever actually played the end result. I definitely saw some of the early conceptual bits. My legs hurt. I don't know why. Just thought you'd like to know. I don't even remember what the competition was about, honestly. I think it was for a competition. CTs, protect the ancient alien, with a hyphen for some reason. Technology recently discovered deep underground. Capture or destroy these invaluable lost technologies. Why? Why blow them up? Ooh. Yeah, this is sort of familiar. I should be making some kind of noise, but... I remember being pretty impressed with the people's work on this that I did see. Oh. Door buttons? Oh, gravity in this room. Who's doing that? These glowing crystals. Pretty sure CTs spawn around here somewhere. Around here, I dare say. Wherever it's clipped off, you can pretty much assume that. It's a thingy. I like all these lava folly areas. Very Demon Ruins-esque. Because yes, Dark Souls is my point of reference for everything. I'll go up this time. Man, this map got weird after I stopped paying attention. Be able to see an alien's ass. Some parts of this give me a bit of a Thief vibe in that one area that I don't remember the name of, but Strider almost definitely knows exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of neat stuff in that map. I wasn't thinking of the Maw of Chaos, actually. I mean that underground section. I think it's got lava in it. It's sort of the old buildings, half buried sort of a thing. I don't... Bed of Chaos, fuck off, Babs. Lost City, that's the one. Alright, aim crate jam. Don't make jam out of crates. It won't be very good. First map of mine to be released, not the first map I've created. This map was created while working on a much larger project that didn't turn out to be as fun as this little bit right here. Okay. I'm listening. That means this section will be fun, right? It won't be like most other AIM maps that I've played. It better be fun for one person, otherwise I'm gonna feel cheated. How in the hell have I already forgotten what map I was looking for? How does this happen? AIM map. AIM. Crate Jam. That's it. AIM Crate Jam. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Strider. Amnesia is pretty good, to be fair. Do the crates break? Do the crates break? They better break. Crates don't break. The glass doesn't even break. The whole project turned out not to be as fun as this little section, so I don't know what that says. Locking door example. This also, you know, example maps don't show super well. Oh, I went too far. Locking door example 6046. That's how far through the vault we are, incidentally. 6046. Did I paste it? If I use my mouse hand, I can definitely be sure that I'm pressing buttons. As opposed to with this, where I try and press it with this part of my finger, but not this part, and it's difficult. You should all try it. Everyone should get claws. I mean, mostly the girls, but granted, my audience is sadly deficient in that regard. I press it twice. I fucked up, didn't I? Is it gonna load? When it loads? Okay, nothing. I didn't fuck up. Never mind. I worry about these things, but it's fine. This is purely an example of a locked door. You press the button, it unlocks the door, and then you can open the door. It does not trigger the door itself. It's a multi-source. That's how multi-sources work. Then and Now by one Urbanebula. Don't know who the fuck that is, but when's the sequel to this? Then and Now, where you remake the Then and Now map? Because I can only assume wherever it was then and where it is now is also lower compared to where it is now, as opposed to then now. I know I've said this confusingly. That was the point. I also don't know which of these maps is first. Then and Now is the first map. Okay. Why doesn't Half-Life grab focus? Jailbreak 1999.
4. Protective system. For use in hazardous environment conditions.
Whoops. Whoops. This keeps happening. Oh, this metal door doesn't have shit, does it? Yeah, if I tried to do then and now, I'd have to be remaking either a map that doesn't exist anymore, or DM Hydroelectric, which was only a couple of years ago. And also, I doubt I could make it as good as then, let alone... You, did you do this? Bastard. No, I need to talk to you. Very inconvenient of the floor to just give away while I'm trying to talk to someone. I hate when that happens. I like how this office room is just filled with water. I think that was the end of the map. Jailbreak 2015! Did an earthquake happen which broke a hole in the cell? Whoops. Where are you going? No, you can't go in my room. I cracked down a door last time. I like the 1999 one better. Mash the button. Okay, that makes sense. God damn it, Strider. You gotta keep the place clean by making a bigger mess. Okay, consistency, good. Oh, but this one didn't open. Well, that's good at least. I've already lost all comparison to the old map. You should have a bind button which switches a bunch of wall toggles so it goes back to the old map every time you press it. Like that Halo remaster. Can I have a gun? Why doesn't the floor give way anymore? That was fun and silly. I don't know why I'm jibbing everything. It really doesn't need to be that way. Do you have a gun? Oh, hello. Fishy. Oh, I just realized how low my life is.
Signs critical.
Oh, I'm fucked. Oh my god, cheats aren't either. This is a problem. Oh. Herbie, balance your fucking maps from years ago. Yes, I'm being careless. The core better let me goof around as much as possible. Is my decree as someone who is not involved with the process of making it at all, and has no right to demand such a thing. Well, this is a problem. Shut up! Why does this button exist over here? What is this? Thanks for playing finally my dream end. I love that. I don't even remember what it is specifically, but it was one of those really old maps in the vault. It's like the thing that sticks in my mind. The incredibly slow ending thing where it comes up in very slow letters. Finally, your dream ends, completely spelt wrong. And that Marilyn Manson Sweet Dreams cover of that in that one map where you're moving through flaming gargantuas and stuff, and it's completely edgy. Those are the two things I'm going to take away from this stream. First Blood, or Half-Life, I guess. I don't remember this name at all. I must have really skipped through these when I downloaded. I'm not saying I remember everything, but I remember a lot of things. No, it was spelled F-I-N-N-A-L-Y, I think. Something like that. Map. First Blood. It's a Rambo map. Now I got a bunch of guns immediately. That's a good sign. All these zombies facing the exact same way away from me. Okay, this is going a direction. Come on, 3 in 1. I need this. Thank you. Too much light on that door. I heard a grunt. I love it when they shout medic when they're being blown to pieces. That makes sense, doesn't it? Ow! Wow, shit just happened. Oh, shut up. This looks like a job for Impulse 101, my friend. I want to find a button that just does Impulse 101 like 15 times or however much it takes to actually give you everything. I want batteries. Give me more battery. There. Oh. How is the primary fire of the Gauss gun so shit? Who designed that? I do wonder where this map is going, but given the astounding plot so far, I don't know that it's going to get too far. Please let me out. I was about to make some very poor decisions just now. What are you doing? God. These doors seem weirdly unresponsive. So I really thought those barrels were going to explode. Oh. This thing also sucks. Ow. I continue to make poor decisions. Apparently I picked up a keycard. Lord knows I wouldn't have known that. Where do I use a keycard? That door back at the start? I'm glad I used Impulse 101. Jesus. This map is going nowhere fast. Don't like that. Don't care for that either. This map's unfinished, isn't it? I win. For some reason at one point I was... Actually, I remember why I was thinking about this, but I won't go into it just in case I ever actually decide to make that map. But for some reason I did a couple of example maps for random teleporters. You go in a teleporter, it takes you to a random place. In Spirit of Half-Life. Because I couldn't find a good way to do it outside of Spirit of Half-Life. There are ways you can fake it, but no perfect way to do it. Especially if you're trying to teleport multiple people at once. Anyway, I'm already in the right place. No, I'm not. I need Spirit. These aren't going to be terribly interesting either. That's the thing with example maps. Where is Spirit? There's Spirit. Yeah, I suppose you could. I feel like I had some specific use case in mind when I was making these examples. Oh, random, not rando. I don't want to teleport randos. So yeah, this is incredibly simple. You walk in and it'll take you to one of these. Which one? You'll never know. I also set it up so you can just hold forwards and it'll keep doing it. Fascinating, isn't it? Second one was more or less the same thing, except when you go in here it takes you to a random point, like in this section, which I imagine would be more difficult than in vanilla Half-Life. Basically you wander in and it'll take you anywhere in here. The problem with this one I found was that I couldn't figure out a way to set your angle when you came out of the teleporter. I think there are some functions in Spirit that can either randomize that or set it to something specific. But the best I could do with this example was just to have it put you in a random spot. And it is truly a random spot because there's not like a bunch of destinations in here. It's just one entity marking out a zone. I don't remember exactly how I did it. It was a long time ago that I was messing with this stuff. And Spirit documentation is sometimes difficult to get proper answers out of. Maybe I put it in the readmes. The map shows up a teleporter with a destination chosen randomly within an area. Elements needed. Trigger teleport, multi-manager, a calc pos from ent. But whatever that is, I don't even remember what that is. A trigger motion in an info teleport destination. And a suitable brush entity. I used a trigger multiple with no properties. Yeah. Anyway, that's getting into the weeds, but it's yeah, Spirit shit. Also, I just wanted a good excuse to show off, because I didn't know it at first, but in Spirit that you can set multi-managers up to, rather than doing what a multi-manager does, set it up to be, like, choose one of these things at random. Like, you to the point where you can set individual weightings. Like, I want this to happen 95% of the time, but 5% of the time it could do this. That sort of thing. And I appreciated the possibilities of that. Anyway, backyard spoils. Or Counter-Strike, no doubt. No, I don't want it in. Okay, good, thank you. Backyard spoils. That's all it is. I still feel compelled to check, but I feel like we haven't had much in the way of the disconnect between those for a while. Except for the first map we did on this stream, now I think about it. Counter-Strike. Come on. Focus. God damn it. No, I've lost it. Backyard spoils. It happened again. Sometimes they didn't actually copy. God damn it. I hate it when that happens. Why even light it up if it didn't actually copy? Unless it is, wasn't it called? How am I getting this wrong? It's called FY Spoils. Where is it? What if I close it and reopen it? Is that what makes it reset? Right, okay. We figured it out. When you say entering the number, Don, do you just mean like the ID of the map? As in like the URL? Because if that's what you're after, you can just enter it in the URL. Just go to any map and replace the ID with a different one. Unless there's some other function from that you need, but I can't imagine what else that would be useful for. Is this map Fulbright, or does it just look Fulbright? It just looks Fulbright. Like, I could be fooled that this was not Fulbright, almost. Everything's too bright. DM OB Nightmare Church RC4. You catch all that? It's gonna be on the exam. Where is it? Where is it? I said. Ah, this one. Half-Life Deathmatch 2 horror map. I like how I had to open a 7-zip file inside a 7-zip file. No matter, no matter. Doesn't matter. Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. That one. Maps. Copy. Is this big? This is big. I don't know what's going to be in this, but it's big. I remember that I'm pretty sure this is the same person who did some of those other horror maps and weird maps, like that one where I had to break the wall to get a combat box. Actually, that was more than one map that I had to do that in. The combat box, of course, being a box that you put over your head and then you do stuff. I don't know. I think it was this one. This could be an updated version of one we've already done too. Distinct possibility. I seem to remember it having some shitty jump scares. And by shitty, I don't mean that's fucked up. I mean shitty as in that wasn't very scary at all. But then that's most jump scares, right? Right? Welcome to DM Nightmare Church. Yeah, this is vaguely familiar. I think this is an updated version of one we've already seen. I'm just going to quickly check the map name in case because this person names all their maps damn near the same. Damn OB Nightmare. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. Guess this is supposed to be a blood fountain? Okay. Refreshing is what I call that. Yeah, it's just the odd ambient sound, which is, you know, under the umbrella of spooky shit. I'd have to find the combat box. That's right, Ghost Grigori. I don't know why I had so much trouble with that. You can't be happy. Yeah, I don't think I'll linger too much. I think we've already seen probably most of what this has to offer. Heavily updated this Half-Life 2 Deathmatch horror map. Revamped the textures in high definition, HD for short. Perfect place for deathmatch and fun to explore. Details in the map. Dynamic gnome lantern. That's a sequence of words I wasn't expecting to read today. Jump scares in bold and so on. Yep, okay, sure. I think I flew out of the dumpster at one point and it did a jump scare. Let's face it, all of this stuff might be jump scares. So everyone's ready for that, right? Buckle up. Yeah, hello. Was that you? Are you a ghost zombie? Assume anything glowing might try and do a thing. Optional, fine. But I don't know that I want to do that. I don't know what that effect is. I apologize. That was really fucking loud. Which honestly gives me more trouble than anything that might actually be spooky or not about it. That was just really loud and kind of unpleasant. That group of bats flying like mono eyes in goddamn Kid Icarus isn't scary. Spiderwebs, spiderwebs. Where's the combat box though? I bet it is. It's this one, isn't it? The combat box is in there. Oh. That melon explode? Was that a coincidence? Those melons explode. What's that in Freeman's hand? Why did you point that out? The yellow-green band symbol represents a secret area is very nearby. I pressed use on the radio. I'm probably going to regret that. I think I missed a jump scare again. This is always happening. Every time I play one of these... Ow. I didn't even see what that is. That wasn't scary. I'll break a wall with that. How excited you get about this is... I don't get it, Pebs. It's just me hitting a wall for a while. You know what's going to be in here. Is there any way I can do this faster? Grenades, maybe. Without killing myself, ideally. No, that's not going to work. Why do I do this? Maybe there won't be a combat box. Maybe there'll be... no, it's a combat box. And also spooky stuff. Don't know if you noticed. Oh, God. Alright, here's the combat box. Ow. Combat box has betrayed me. Get in the box. Come on, work with me here. Why do I care about the combat box? Babs, I blame you for this. I'm sure there's a good way to get into this, but I don't know what it is. Whatever, we've seen enough of this. This is all the same shit. Do you really want me to do that, Strider? I'm sure there's lots of shit we didn't see in that map. It's one of those maps. Tell you what, you can go and do it. Stream it to Discord or something. I'll watch. I'll see what that bullshit's about. Yeah, I thought so. See what I mean? I might as well get rid of the whiteboard. No one's using it anymore. Except for Abby, who uses it once and then nothing else happens. What time is it? 11:30. I might wrap this up right around now. And we'll come back to it next week, shall we? So, thanks for hanging out. And yeah, who knows what the next week will bring. Yes, well, Dark Souls isn't happening right now, is it? I wish it was. But it's not something we can do right now. Anyway. Bye. Bye all. Have a nice thing.